What up, y'all? It's Professor Sticks in the Cup back again with another Call of Duty Warzone video so we can rise above the average. Now, today we're going to be talking about the best tactic to help you increase your stats, get more kills, increase your wins, and ultimately keep your team alive so you can get that victory at the end. Now, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I post tips and tricks, the best loadouts, and gameplay with commentary so that we can all rise above the average. Now, we're going to get into this gameplay, and today I'll be using the AMAX and the MP5, both absolute beams if you want to be able to fly around the map and get more kills and, clutch up in the very end as I do in this video. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but we made some very good pushes, some very good strategic movements around the map to do the damn thing, you feel me? So anyways, enjoy the gameplay. At the very end, I got the loadout for you. Don't worry about that. Yo, hit that like button, man. Come on, let's get into it. So the number one thing I can tell you is make sure you get your money up. Now, as you can see here, we already have our loadout. We have money to buy UAV, and so we spot a team on the map, and right away we find them. And so what I'm trying to do is get in front of them so I can cut them off as they're running from the smoke. My teammates actually grab a chopper, which is very good. I think it's very important to grab a vehicle, use a vehicle to your advantage, especially that first smoke. It is very fast. And so you see my teammate actually down somebody right here, but he doesn't see anybody else because I'm pretty sure they all died to the smoke. So use vehicles, hit those vehicles with some trophies, a car, a helicopter, hit it with a trophy so you don't get hit with any explosives, and use that to get around the smoke quickly. Now at this point, I'm trying to figure out where to go. I open up my mini map. I'm like, yo, we should go here. But my teammate spots somebody. And so he's like, yo, let's pinch them because they're trying to get in from the smoke. So we fly to the edge of the zone, get high up ground, which you're gonna see right now, and we try to pinch them in. So I think that's super important. Use vehicles, use trophies, and use the zone to your advantage. Super important. Make sure you're using the zone to your advantage. So right here, we fly on top of the dealership. We see them coming in from under the bridge. I jump down, trying to look for a shot. Now, here's the thing. You gotta be patient. I see this guy, and I should have kind of waited because I would have probably just been able to destroy him. But I get the crack, and then I hear a sniper, and my teammate goes down. These guys threw a loadout on the ground and they're about to go and grab it, and this fight now just becomes from us trying to pinch a team in to us potentially being pinched in, because you can see now the smoke is going to close in about 1 minute and 20 seconds, and that doesn't really give us enough time to battle this team because they're on rooftops. They might not leave those rooftops, and it's going to be kind of hard for us because we don't have a good visual on them. They're hiding. People are sniping from multiple different directions. So know when not to fight. That's important. Know when not to fight, especially if you're trying to win more games. You got to know when not to fight. You got to know when to bounce. And so me and my homie are like, yo, let's bounce. But Demo already started pushing. So here's what we think. Use the helicopter as a distraction. They're going to think we're leaving. You see, they're trying to beam us. Pilot almost lost his life, but he's still good. We played up and we rotate around them. And so I'm just going to cut real quick because we get really close. He flies us a little bit farther. I actually go up close, and then so I see them on the building and I start beaming them. The AMAX is a beast. And even though I was missing some shots, I think I landed a clean 6 to 7 shots, and that really took them out. Look, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cracked. I'm pretty sure it took like 5 or 6 shots and it cracked him. So these guys got destroyed. Now you see me pull out a stim kit, and that almost got me destroyed. Actually, we're gonna pause real quick. I just finished playing multiplayer, leveling up the AMAX because I just wanted to use it for this video, and I almost get absolutely destroyed. But thank goodness I drop shot. Now this is very important. You gotta use different tactics to make it harder for the enemies to lock onto you and take you out. The drop shot is very good because it takes your head from being up high, brings it down low, and that can throw enemy shots off. Personally, I like the bunny hop, but because I don't have a scuff controller, it makes it very hard for me to do the bunny hop. But I'm learning to play claw, so I'm going to be able to add the bunny hop to my repertoire and be able to take out enemies easier in that close range. But this drop shot was so sexy. I down him. I almost lose my life, but I'm able to play it up, and the smoke takes care of the rest. So as I said, use the smoke to your advantage, but also pay attention. There was 3 and he was behind my teammate. So I'm able to jump behind cover, beam him, but that Semtex ends up taking out my teammate. So we regain. Now I'm gonna pause real quick because this is important. This part is super important. When you die and you're not able to land back on your loot, it is very important that you get your money up right away. Especially when you start getting closer to the end circle. You see here, we're on zone 4. Zone 5 is about to begin, which means the final loadout is about to drop. And you're gonna have an opportunity, if you regain faster than waiting for that 5th loadout, to not only have kill streaks, get your plates up, get a loadout if you do a scavenger. That's gonna give you an advantage against enemy opponents who are coming in from the gulag late, because the gulag is closing, they get free wins, or they just made it out the gulag. Also, this is very important. The end circle is where it's about who has the most resources, who has the most plates, who has kill streaks, who has their loadouts, the right guns for the right situation. This is very important that you get your money up. It's like the very beginning of the game where you have to get your money up and get your loadout and use kill streaks to help you gather information. This time it's get your money up, get your ammunition up, get your ammo up, get your kill streaks up, because those are going to be so important for that end circle to make the right play. We're right here. I told Demo, grab a UAV. He grabs UAV. I'm just kind of waiting to see where this circle is going to go. I spot a dead silence. Very important. Know your field upgrades. Somebody looted this and left this dead silence. Maybe they had another field upgrade and they didn't need it, but that ended up becoming so important because I end up using it right now to get a kill. But it's so super important. Know your field upgrades, dead silences, stopping powers. Do you know how many times I see enemies that I just finished off have a stopping power and they're just holding on to it? Use the stopping power right away. Use it right away and pick up another field upgrade. That's something you can do with the stopping powers. It's not like the dead silence. And so as you see here, my teammate pings a teammate. He says right here, right here. That is not great communication. You need to give people accurate communication. He's in a building. He's on the 2nd floor. He said I marked him, but I can't see through the building with the live ping. So I start pushing. I use my dead silence and we're talking with my teammate, and then I hear him. And so he doesn't know I'm here. And so I'm able to get an easy kill because I have the dead silence. And so the dead silence restarts on elimination, and that's super important. We finish off that team. We're in the final circle. This is super important, and I need you to pay attention. I have sold so many dubs because I'm going for high kill games, and this time I just told my teammates, let's go for the dub. We're gonna play it slow. We're gonna play it steady. And I got my teammate, and he is great. He's a killer. He's a killer. He gets the job done. But that's all he thinks about, going after high kills. So when you're the brains of the operation and you are at the final circle, you need to make the call and you need to keep your teammates in line. There's 2 of us. There's 11 enemies out there. We have decent amount of ammunition and a decent amount of plates. But you want to make sure that you don't sell in this opportunity, because this happens all the time. You get too antsy, you run into the open, and you get beamed so easily, and you're upset because you're a top 5 team. Play the circle at the very end. Play the circle. Be calm. Think and play the circle. Look for cover. It's so important. So you see here, I'm gathering information. I see these guys hopping out the shed of inquiry. They're going into the one shed where you see that kingpin. That's where the last cover is. And we're just waiting. And so I see these guys moving to the shed. I'm just kind of keep a low profile, make sure they can't see me over this hill. This hill is perfect. And then teammate sees somebody, he downs him. Great. And as you see, like in that little time, we went from 13 guys to 7 because people are dying very quickly because the zone is forcing people into a very tight area. And so now we're trying to get to cover. I'm just waiting. Demo goes down, but good thing we have this hill. revive him real quick, and I'm letting him know, I'm like, yo, listen, let's chill out. We don't need to go for all these kills. Listen, he was almost at double-digit kills. If it wasn't for me, he probably would have had more kills. But I was just telling him, yo, play patient. We're gonna go for the win right now. We're waiting, and then we get clustered. So the first thing I'm doing is looking for cover. I got behind a rock, let my teammate know I got behind a rock, but he's my dog. He's looking for the kills. He's trying to get somebody. He sees somebody called a cluster. He's trying to shoot at them, and so he's looking for enemies. I'm looking at the shed. I know I got the left side covered. I'm looking at the shed, making sure I know there's enemies there. Now this is what I do. I try to dip here, but this guy sees me, so I go behind the rock again. Listen, sometimes you're just trying to make a move and it doesn't work, so you got to reset. But the gas starts closing. I don't have a gas mask, so I need to move. So I take off. Demo's shooting. He gets downed. Again, I'm going to pause real quick. You never want to start taking a fight when the smoke is on your back, especially if you don't have a gas mask, because the gas actually takes away your health and prevents you from regenerating until you exit out of the gas. Not only that, the gas also eats away at your armor plates. So if somebody is shooting at you and you're losing armor plates and also losing health, and the gas is also taking your health and eating your armor plate, you're gonna die much faster. So teammate, Demo, he's out the game. I take off and I'm like, I'm gonna get into the zone. I see that it's going back into Query where these warehouses are. And so I keep pushing. I see those guys are fighting each other. They're taking each other out. Within an inch of my life, make it. Played up to see. I'm like, okay, you know what? I let these guys take each other out. It's 1v1v1. I see where the next zone is going, and I'm playing the zone at this part. My teammates tell me play it up, which is very important. Make sure your teammates are giving you good comms. My heart's racing because I'm like, okay, I remember this. And so I see him go left behind the shed. We trade off here. I just wanted to make sure that I don't die to the smoke. And so I just zoom right in here. I should have played it up more, but I had no time. I look at the tree. I'm like, I need to get to the tree. And so I get to the tree. And at this point, we got to trade. And boom, the headshot. Get lucky with the headshot. I wouldn't call it lucky. Yo, the AMAX is just a beam. It's a beam. And so we get the dub. And all I got to say is patience. And have the AMAX. Because the AMAX is a beam, baby. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button so we can get this video to new people. Here is the loadout as promised. First, you want to go with that monolithic suppressor. You don't want to appear on the enemy minimap, and it's going to give you that extra damage range. Second, you want to go with the XRK Zodiac S440. Had to read that out real quick, you feel me? This one's going to give you that extra bullet velocity, that damage range, and recoil control. Here with the underbarrel, you want to go with the Commando foregrip or the Ranger foregrip. Next, you want to go with the 45 round mag. Listen, you don't need anything else other than the 45 round mag. It's going to allow you to move around the map so much faster and get those kills. Like I said, people like Average Joe Woe use this for solo quads. I think it's a really powerful gun, and you're going to definitely be moving around the map, getting those high kill games. Last but not least, we got to put an optic, baby, the Corp Combat Hollow Sight. You know what I'm saying? And then you definitely got to put that blue dot because it's so clean. It's so clean. It's just so clean, baby. Look at that. Anyways, y'all, appreciate you guys. See you guys on the next one. Have a good one. And make sure you frag out in Verdansk. Peace.